Let's get into these two teams, this epic clash, and I want to just break down some film and talk to you about what makes them great, how they tick, so on and so forth. Let's start with Ohio State, and we start with the fact that, this is an elite team, and we've known that all year long. You know, we thought that they were going to be elite, and they have been elite for most of the season. They're ranked number 2 right now in the country. Their offense has scored 40-plus points in 9 of the last 10 games. And their defense, and this is what we didn't know coming into the season, their defense has improved to the point where they're 10th right now in college football in terms of their scoring defense, giving up about 17 points per game. I've long said that, you have to have a top 25 defense if you want to win a national championship. Well, they didn't previous years. Now they do. So, how that translates to the playoff, we'll see. Let's take a look at kind of how they're built, what makes them special. Let's take a look at some film. Let's start with C.J. Stroud. Okay, so C.J. Stroud, when everything is right, this dude just kills defenses. Watch as he's going to attack this right side of the field against Michigan State, and watch how quickly he throws the ball off a play fake, he gets his head around, and then he throws the ball well before Marvin Harrison's out of his break, perfectly in stride. So that timing plus ball placement equals yards after the catch. Harrison runs through it for a touchdown. So that's easy, right? A lot of quarterbacks can play in rhythm. He does it a little better than most because of his accuracy, but it's also the fact that he's got the ability to play above the X's and O's. Let's take a look at the next clip of C.J. Stroud. All right, so watch as now Michigan State's going to kind of line up for a blitz look. And Stroud realizes he has one-on-one on the bottom. And now he's going to get a free rusher in his face. And watch as he even kind of drops back, fades away, and that's just arm. And he throws it. I mean, look at that throw. It's just over the shoulder to Marvin Harrison Jr. And he did that with a player in his face and kind of falling away. So that's the type of arm talent he has. Even when the defense is right, he can still make them wrong. So they've got a quarterback that plays really well, under the normal fundamentals of the X's and O's. Then he can go above the X's and O's when he needs to. All right, let's take a look at our next clip. This one's just Marvin Harrison on the ground here. We start looking at what Marvin Harrison can do for you on a one-on-one matchup. This is Penn State. By the way, this is a third down. As soon as that safety on the right side of your screen comes down, then Stroud knows he has one-on-one coverage with Harrison. That ball is going to Harrison. Watch his ability to fight, get separation, and then make the catch through contact. Right? This dude is just an elite player, and that's what makes them go. And it's always on third downs, right? When you get into an obvious passing situation, you have to double him because if he's single covered, he's going to separate. He's physical enough to separate if you're fighting with him, and then he's always going to make the contested catch. Let's take a look at another example, and this is also against Penn State. This is, again, another third down. It's 3rd and 10, and now they're trying to help Joey Porter Jr. with a safety over the top. Okay, so now the play kind of breaks down, but watch Harrison and his ability to get to the sticks and then stay past the line to gain, even through contact. So Harrison's going to get held right here. Fights away from Joey Porter Jr. Watch the strength. Fights away, then he comes kind of back to the ball, but still past the line to gain and makes a tough catch, even with Porter draped all over him. So he's held, then he's interfered with, still makes the catch. Why? Obvious passing downs. We're going to 18, right? Let's take another look at what else we've got for Marvin Harrison. Now we've got a 3rd down and 10. Okay, so Penn State's okay, well, now we're going to just have to play aggressive. Let's try to bring everybody and blitz C.J. Stroud. Well, watch Harrison and the nuance to know that his head is looking at the coverage right now and looking at these linebackers. He sees off coverage from the corner, and he just throws a little looky right there, and then look at him knife the defense and get to the line to gain. That's a first-round corner he's going against. Okay, so he sees the blitz, he breaks off his route, a little looky route, then when he catches it, he turns directly upfield and knifes down in order to get the first down. The dude is really, really good. That's kind of what makes their offense tick. C.J. Stroud, Marvin Harrison Jr., yes, they'll run it a little bit, but that's really what makes them tick. I want to take a look now at their defense and why this Jim Knowles structure has been having a lot of success, and it has to do with confusion. The quarterback is confused a lot of the time because the pictures change. Okay, so let's take a look at 3 different plays from this defense. So first, you got to understand that you're always going to kind of have this 3 safety look, in particular on base downs. Now you're going to get the far safety. He's going to drop down into single coverage, which means you should have free access and an easy throw on the outside. So Petras tries to take it. He throws it high, and he's like, oh, man, okay. As soon as I get another single safety, I know I'm going to have free access, right? Right? Well, nope. Here, let's take a look at the next clip. So now you've got the 3 safeties again. Now a different safety is going to drop back as the single safety. So now you've got these 3 deep middle of the field, and the 2 guys that are furthest back are actually going to come down, but they're going to come down outside to take away that free access throw. So now they're not dropping inside, they're dropping outside. Petras pumps the ball, and what happens? He's sacked because the look changed. But it's not just those base downs with the 3 safeties. They'll also heat you up when they need a play. When they need a play, watch what they'll do. They'll give you some confusion, and then they're going to come after you and come after the quarterback. So this next play, I believe it was against Rutgers, as it was, it's going to look as if it's just man-to-man, and they're going to be coming, right? And yes, that's the case, but they disguise it well enough that a guy that looks like he's in man coverage is actually the one that's going to loop around. They drop other guys out. So this guy's going to drop out. This guy's going to come into man coverage. See, you got this guy, so he's going to drop out. And now you've got 6 blitzers, and this looper is the one that the offensive line cannot identify, and boom, he hits the quarterback right in the face. So again, you've got all of this disguise on normal down, and for a quarterback, this is just difficult, okay? You've got to recognize what's going on post-snap based on what you see pre-snap, but what you see pre-snap is definitely not what's going on post-snap. Hey, thanks for watching. If you enjoy that clip, make sure you click subscribe somewhere down here. From game highlights to exclusive interviews and rankings, we've got everything you need as a college football fan right here, College Football on Fox.